Next race that we'll have on hand, the GP160, their fourth and final race where we'll get to crown another champion.
This is one of the most competitive classes also. A lot of different riders could win this race.
See them all ready over there. Just under a minute left before the racetrack will open for their sighting lap. This class for riders between the ages of 9 and 14 years old. A lot of them we did see out for the GP110 as well. All right, as they get themselves up to speed, take a look at this changing racetrack. Drying out now. We see our starting grid. Sawyer Lafayette wanting to clean up what happened earlier today. He gets to start back from the pole.
Yeah, Maverick Johnson there second on the front row, and rounding out row number 1, Gabriel Gaddis.
On row 2, you've got Jaeger Stockhill, Zara Varland, and Chase Dill there, starting 6. Row number 3, you have Aiden Laswell, Maverick Nichols, and Lambert Sue are top 9, and then 10th and 11, you've got Artur Pino Castellanos and Mason McIntyre rounding out our field. Saw Chase Dill with a pair of wins yesterday on their first day of racing, but take a look at the championship point standings, and Zal Farand able to finish all of the races so far, has an 8-point advantage over Maverick Johnson, who's sitting in second, and then you see Jace there with issues earlier, 10 points back now. Other classes, they have the first 3 that have run today, Roger. The champion has also been the race winner. What are your expectations here in this highly contested, competitive 160?
I think it's a good chance it happens again. We looked at the points. You get 3 riders within 10 points, and we've seen mistakes from a couple people. So I think a win is needed, and being smart and take those chances when you need to.
See the number 98, Zal Farand. Taking a last look at the bike. Getting ready for the warm-up lap. Racetrack very different than when it was for these young riders earlier today. Warm-up lap now started.
This part of the track's still pretty wet, this right-hander right here. And then you see from out of here, the track starts to dry up a little bit. See the dry line in the left.
Riders getting more and more comfortable, getting a little closer together on this warm-up lap. See Sawyer looking, I think that's Sawyer out front. And over their shoulders. This is one of the classes, one of the Ovale classes, Roger, where the Dunlop guitar will be handed out. The check from Arai will be presented to the champion. Top 3 also go into the consideration pool for the Dunlop Team Elite 2026 program. Of course, the number 1 plate they're all chasing. After 4 races here this weekend, varying levels of experience between these 9 to 14-year-old riders. Of course, Tom Duma handing the champion a specially designed pendant as well, a really cool piece of jewelry to remember the title. All right, we are ready to ride. It is go time. 8 laps here for GP160, the final race opportunity for these young riders, and we are already getting racy. Not settling down. Looks like everyone getting through so far.
You mentioned it, definitely getting racy early on.
This was the class where the rain was really starting to come down earlier today. We saw a number of riders with issues, not able to finish, so wanting to end on a high note. As Maverick Johnson at the end of the race that was able to claim that top honor, and that's what's put him into contention to go for a title here in the final race of the weekend.
I believe that's Zoll there out front. Great first lap. You can see the top two's already kind of made a little bit of a break.
Zoll qualified back on row number 2, so we knew he was going to have some work to do. You see the number 97, that's Jay Still, who won both of those races yesterday, and he wants to get around him.
Both riders not qualifying on the front row.
Jace is one of those riders that had issues earlier today, wasn't able to finish race number 3, so this is a nothing to lose race for him, just wanting to collect another win.
Really needs a win if he's going to win this title, and a little help. So Zoll's in a tough spot. He's racing a really fast rider, a little bit older than he is. Got a championship on the line. One thing we didn't mention as well, that this class free entry for the Talent Cup. So it's just a lot on the line.
As long as the riders are age eligible, their entry fee be taken care of for the 2026 Talent Cup. Great prize and great way to be able to move into the Moto America national events, get out on the big tracks. You said it, for Jay Still, he's going to need some help for sure to go for a title, but he can't control what happens for everybody else. He can only control himself, and he did exactly what he needed to do, getting out front, putting himself into a position to earn maximum points, take everything that's on the table here in the final race, and let the rest of it settle behind him.
Look at Zoll there using a lot of track. Little mistakes here and there. You can see he's pushing pretty hard. Wants to win the title, but he also wants to win the race.
The live championship points as they run right now. Zoll far end sitting in second place would go home with that #1 plate with a 5-point advantage over Jay Still. That's that luck we were talking about.
We're going to have a 3-rider battle in the lead. Now look at, we get a 3-pot.
Maverick Johnson would finish in 3rd. He's running 4th in the race right now. Eight-lap race. 5 laps to go. This front group starting to pull away a little bit, but Jaeger's telling these two, I'm right here. I want a good result.
He's right there. You see Jace looking back, seeing how many riders there is. One thing with Zoll, he can give up one more spot and still win the championship. So he has to be smart. Jace is really good on these downhill chicanes. You can see the little bit of a gap he's able to pull out. Just a little bit older, I think, changing directions on the bike. He's a little bit quicker. You see a rider down.
It's the number 37, Gabriel Datis, off in the grass. So as these riders come through, they'll be shown a yellow flag. This is where Zoll is going to have to start doing some mathing aboard the bike. He knows how many points he has. He knows how many points he needs. And now the red flag is being shown from the start stand. Still 4 laps remaining here in this 8-lap race. Just at 50% as riders all being instructed now, slow down. We're going to need everyone to make their way into the pit area. See riders sitting up, hands out, telling everybody around them. Got a rider that needs some help. And it is number 37 of Gabriel Datis, the 11-year-old out of Oxford, Florida. Clear the racetrack, safety workers able to make their way over, and offer the assistance that he needs to safely get off of the racetrack. Red flag conditions, Roger, we haven't seen a lot of them here this weekend, and we haven't had any where we've gone back to racing. We know we're going to have a 4-lap restart. We have not made it to the mandated point of this 8-lap race yet, so we're going to have a restart procedure. And for these young riders, a lot of them may have never been through these motions before.